The Traveler. It is mysterious, it is powerful, and in many ways, it is our life source. Yet we do not know what it is, what it can do. There are those who question its power and purpose, and those who respect its everlasting light. But where there are questions, there is always conflict. The tower was built to protect the survivors of the collapse, to keep us safe in the Traveler's almighty gaze. But in the early days of the tower, we Guardians were far outnumbered by our enemies. The minions of the darkness constantly attacked our walls, culminating in a defensive war so terrible that hundreds of Guardians lost their lives. But the light did not abandon us. We won against the darkness that day, pushing back our enemies so far they would not bother us for some time. It was after the war that many began to doubt the Traveler. They seek to understand its purpose more and how the light was connected to the dark. Many rejected this notion, and the seeds of mistrust were sown. Factions were made in opposition of the Traveler, and many fell in this civil war between Guardians. This is the story of how it all happened, and why we remember the rift that almost tore us apart. You bring news, my son.
Yes, Father. I bring glad tidings. The last of the fallen that lay waste to our walls have disappeared after the battle.
The Battle of 6 Fronts, they are calling it.
Word has gone around.
It has. Many of the civilians are already singing your praises. You have given them hope.
I only did my duty.
It is more than I ever could.
What do you mean, Father?
As the Speaker, I am supposed to guide the last vestige of Earth into the light. I interpret the Traveler's will, so we can continue to use its light. But sometimes I cannot help but feel as if I have gotten it wrong.
Is this about those Concordate scums? Just say the word, Father, and I will personally...
No. Every faction is allowed their opinion, even them. However, there may be merit in what they support. I am getting old, son. As each day passes, the Traveler shares less and less with me. Perhaps it is telling me to pass on the torch, give it to the people's champion.
Me? I cannot. You have been the Speaker for hundreds of years. You have the most experience out of all in the tower.
But you are beloved by all. You have the strength and the courage to lead Guardians into battle. But you quail before true leadership.
I am no more afraid than a mouse is courageous. But my point is that you are the Speaker. The Traveler chose you to wield its light in service of others. How can I compare?
You are my son, and you are powerful. The light shines around you as no other Guardian has. Every season must change, Saint 14. Perhaps it is the end of mine, and the beginning of yours.
I don't know, Father.
When the time comes, you will. Now, has Arceus been found yet then?
No. The Vanguard sent a fire team consisting of 2 Guardians to search for him.
Who are they?
A warlock by the name of Erivan.
Good. He is one of the last Stormcaller warlocks we have left in the tower. And who might the other be?
Sierra-117.
Her.
Does this bother you, Father?
No. It is just a strange choice for a mission such as this one. Who chose her?
Vespia did.
Ah, now it makes sense. That warlock and her tricky ways. Reminds me of...
Osiris?
I swore I would never speak that name again.
Osiris can be found, Father. Just let me search for him.
No, I already lost the Sunbreakers to him. I will not lose you too.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing, my son. Osiris is none of your concern right now. Focus on finding me Arceus. He is needed before the Traveler.
You ever going to tell me what your problem is with me?
There isn't so much as a problem with you, just your presence.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Let's just focus on the mission, and we can talk about dislikes later.
Whatever, Erivan.
Bellicus, do you have a location on Arceus yet?
I'm tracing some faint readings from Arceus's ghosts.
Nothing from Arceus then.
No, it's been so long I don't have any signs of light left from him. This is the only way to track him now.
Okay, let's grab our sparrows and get across this landscape. We're exposed up here and I don't like it.
Seems like he doesn't like much of anything.
Oh, I'm sure he'll come around.
Any updates, Guardians?
We're tracking his ghost now. It's leading us into an abandoned Hive infrastructure.
Hive plants rarely stay empty for long, child. Be quick about it. I don't like the idea of sending you there without backup. Stay safe and trust in the light.
Understood, Lady Vespia. You sure we have to go into that thing?
No choice. Arceus must be found.
It's hard to believe that it's only been a few years since we lost the moon to the Hive.
They struck without warning. Eventually we'll strike back, just like we did at the Battle of Six Fronts.
That was one of the worst firefights I've been in. If it wasn't for Saint 14, I wouldn't have made it.
Luckily we did have him. Osiris too.
What's the deal with Osiris anyways? I thought he was supposed to be the Vanguard replacing Vespia. Now it seems no one likes to talk about him.
Most of this is classified, but what I do know is that Osiris and the Speaker had a falling out. His recommendation to become a vanguard was halted. Soon after that, he left with a fire team consisting of Sunbreakers without saying a word to the speaker.
He went AWOL?
So far, he's listed as MIA. The speaker hasn't had anyone bring him in yet.
I hope they resolve their differences. We need warriors like him if we're going to gain any more territory.
It might not be that simple. Hold it.
What's wrong?
Hive up ahead. I sense their presence.
Obsidian, do you have a reading?
A few Hive ahead of us. They're blocking the entrance to where Arceus' ghost is.
Looks like we'll have to go in guns blazing.
Very well. Stick together and focus on the objective.
I'll open this gate. Just give me a few moments to crack it.
I've got enough light stored up to use a super. What are you running? Voidwalker or Sunsinger?
Neither. I'm a Stormcaller.
A what now? There's no way. I thought those were legends. Only those with the temperament of a hurricane could control it.
Harmony within. Hurricane without.
Okay, I'm in. Get through before it closes. I'm picking up some chatter among the Hive. Apparently what we're heading into is a cavern filled with Hive augurs. A big one is rising from its slumber. They're calling it an abomination.
Aptly named, I might add.
Great. We're heading into a trap.
I don't think the Hive knew we were coming. What we're looking for, and what they have created, are not connected in any way.
Seems pretty connected to me.
We still have our objective. We need Arceus, and we'll take out anything that gets in our way.
But at least we know which one is him.
The ghost. It's dead.
Does it have any memories?
Just this one. A last recording. It's of Arceus.
Play it.
Guardians, Mars, if you can read this, I need help. They have found me. Mars, go to Mars.
That's it. That's all that's left.
So what now?
Well, obviously Arceus wanted us to go to Mars. But why?
I guess we'll have to find out.